ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरश्रीयुतापदकमलान् श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणरघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सह गणललित श्रीविशाख अन्वितंश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So we are doing fine. Last week we successfully have gone through one um, round of doing Bhagavad Gita reading. Of course, it was quite helpful for us to appreciate what is in Bhagavad Gita. Hmm. Yeah, sometimes we may come across people who may ask even the question, is Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam both are same or are they different? What is in Bhagavad Gita? What is in Bhagavatam? Yeah, so to understand what is in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, what is it actually about? So I think we now know, yeah, that there is quite a lot of instructions that um, Lord Shri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, has given to Arjuna, who is, yeah, in the battlefield, who was somehow uh, confused what to do. And of course, in a if it would have been a general dialogue, it would have been, okay, Arjun, first fight, let's discuss about other things later. But Lord has taken the opportunity because that's the place where the war that would take place would decide the future of dharma. Yeah, how dharma will be established or re-established, and it's not just important that the battle happen and that Pandavas win and then they take care of take over the rule from Dhritarashtra's hand. But it was very important that such things shouldn't happen again and again, that such battles of need to establish dharma. So um, so that's why Lord Shri Krishna has given this valuable Bhagavad Gita that can be uh, beacon light whenever we have a question, are we doing something right or wrong? What should be that? How should we do? What should we do? Why should we do? When we should do? How we should do? All the questions that one may have um, are already answered. So it's very important that one takes up the teachings of Bhagavad Gita to heart. And what is ultimate is one becomes free from doubt. And I think in the chapter 18, verse number 71 to, yeah, 76, so, there is so much importance about what one gets if one takes to Bhagavad Gita. So as last week's we just read through, so I will not go through that. But what I thought of spending some time today is to appreciate the importance of such a Bhagavat life. What does that mean? To lead a Bhagavat life is one who is reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. In fact, any book that is helping us to serve Bhagavan. Hmm. That those books that can help us to appreciate and understand the greatness of Bhagavan and engage in his service. All these books hmm, are very important, and the life led on the basis of these instructions is a Bhagavat life. And this becomes like Bhagavad Gita is not a one-time reading book, but it is a lifetime reading book. Why? Because we're talking that Bhagavad Gita is mm, in one of the purpose Prabhupada says it's a transcendental scripture. Transcendental. Any book that is spiritual, that is transcendental, is not just a book, but it's a scripture. A scripture means, yeah, it is, of course, an oral conversation between the Lord and his devotee, which itself becomes a divine dialogue. And the same is passed in the form of a book, of course. And that is how it is preserved and passed on to us. In fact, Srila Prabhupada has tirelessly mm, used to translate the Sanskrit shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, uh, waking up at 1 in the night. 1 in the night is something where we think, oh, we're just going to bed. But every day, Srila Prabhupada would get up in the middle of the night at 1 a.m. Then he used to translate the Sanskrit shlokas of Bhagavatam to English. Uh, and not only that, then he would write his Bhaktivedanta commentaries by consulting the commentaries of previous acharyas like Sridhar Swami, Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur. Uh, and not only that, he has introduced that one should recite and discuss this subject of Srimad Bhagavatam every day in the morning at 7:30. In his at that time 108 established Radha Krishna temples. So at any time of the day in some country around the globe, Krishna devotees are sitting together in ISKCON temples, uh, which means in one way we know that different parts of the world have different time zones, which means Bhagavad Katha is happening at different time zones. In a way, we could see the more and more um, these Bhagavad circles, yeah, I think this is the word, um, are conducted where Bhagavatam is discussed. Mm, That means um, there is always Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. When we're saying Nityam means in one way it is eternal. Nityam means uh, always. And in fact, for this reason, there's Bhagavatam is being translated into, yeah, at that time, English, French, German, Italian, Spanish, Hindi, Bengali, um, even, yeah, what is this? Urdu, yeah, Gujarati, Japanese, Chinese, Swahili, all these languages, so that one, um, just like one may not be able to, I mean, this is one of the biggest achievements I would say that Srila Prabhupada has done is made the books available in so many languages. How is that possible? How is it possible? Of course, Srila Prabhupada, yeah, he's a Bengali. He knows he could translate in Bengal or Hindi or English. How come these all languages came into existence? Because Prabhupada had a vision. He established ISKCON's BBT, Bhaktivedanta Book Trust, and he published and millions of copies of Srimad Bhagavatam um, in over 50 languages worldwide. So, when we are talking about to lead a Bhagavad life, It need not be something like to become like a Parikshit Maharaj that we say, okay, let me put a deadline for 7 days. Let me get out of this world, find a secular place, and then serene place, and then, okay, become like Jada Bharat, okay, or become like Dhruva Maharaj. So all they have went forest. Let me go to forest. In fact, Prahlad Maharaj is saying to go to forest and um, um, Vanam Gato. So no, here Srila Prabhupada entered into mm, the Western world, and then he has shown, uh, and Srila Rupa Goswami says, hearing the Bhagavatam is one of the limbs of Panchanga Bhakti. Yeah, the Panchanga Bhakti, most important, uh, mm, what do you call, five most important, most powerful means of attaining Krishna Prema, Panchanga Bhakti. So, Srila Prabhupada, realizing this, he made a Krishna book available. Uh, and not only he made this Krishna book available, that at that time Krishna book was read every day in the evening. If you see some established temples even today, in the evenings they read Krishna book uh, in this way. And every night before taking rest, devotees would sit together on a hot milk prasadam, then read, and then they go to bed. Hmm. So, Srila Prabhupada introduced such a simple and sublime formula for attaining spiritual perfection, and all rests in what? In the books. Hmm. So, in fact, in Krishna book, Prabhupada writes, we therefore request everyone to take advantage of this great transcendental literary work. One will find that by reading one page after another, an immense treasure of knowledge in art, science, literature, philosophy, and religion will be revealed, and ultimately, by reading this one book, he was mentioning about Krishna, love of Godhead will fructify. That is what we want. All of us have a deeper desire to become a devotee. We all are trying. Of course, there are tides of desires that keep hitting us, and becomes more and more challenging to find our spirit alive, to keep our spirit alive, to be a bhakta, not a bhakta, but a bhakta, to be a or a Vaishnava, not a Vaishnava. Yeah. So, why? Because Bhagavad life is precious. To lead a Bhagavad life is saving grace, and for that we need to take shelter of these anchor uh, anchoring books, which keep us unshaken. These books can help us uh, to dive, to stay deeper in the ocean of our devotional life. Otherwise, it becomes quite challenging because the glitters, right? So sometimes when we are on the bank of an ocean, when the sunlight falls on the water, we start seeing, hey, there's some like a nice jewels are shining. We are so much attracted because we think, what is there inside the water? Inside the water is only maybe some grass, some aquatics, some mud or whatsoever. But outside we see, oh, it's so shining, and we may want to see that. But yeah, in that way, we may see the beauty of what Lord has created. Lord has created so many nice, wonderful things, and we keep seeing, oh, this is so nice, Himalaya mountains. Oh, this is so nice that there is this, what do you call, reefs, and there are nice waves, high Atlantic, all these wonderful things that we, even if we don't know, if we have not gone, our curiosity for these things increase. But it's very important that um, um, one should appreciate that all these things are definitely connected to Krishna. All these things, of course, has a purpose why they are created, but the higher purpose of why we are created, what is the source of our existence, what is the purpose of our existence, why we are here. In fact, it even goes, who are we? Huh? To an extent, some important question around that, who are we, is why are we here? And is it enough to be here? Or is there something really needed that we have to go on a journey of understanding who we are, understanding our relationship with the Lord, and understanding the purpose of life? All these things we need a guidance. Hmm? Uh, in Krishna book, Prabhupada writes that one should take shelter of Krishna book so that one's love for Godhead fructifies. Hmm. So love is something we want, and in fact, if someone is saying you get Krishna prema by reading the books like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, one may not understand what is love of God, isn't it? So, okay, like, I mean, even today, it's a struggle to know what it does it mean, love. Love has been so casually used. In the Western world, a word called guru is so casually used that one may think guru means one who is an expert. Huh? Or in eastern side, I mean, at least when we talk about in the colloquial expression, a guru, sometimes they say, hey, just to give some respect, people may call one as a guru. Or to not even respect, but to just get work done from a person, okay, give me that guru. Means, oh, to exploit the title of guru, one may use. So, but one should understand the purpose of a guidance with a guru is not just for these things. It's not at all for any material benefit. It's not for mm, uh, only for as an address, or it's not to highlight the erudite scholars, how great they are in whatever material uh, subject matter. Hmm. So one should understand that the purpose of these scriptures is not just that we could read them to know what is inside them, but to help ourselves what can we achieve by reading these books. And this has to happen every day. This should happen every day in our life. Otherwise, yes, we are very easily, just imagine, what do you call this? How many leap years would we live in our lifetime? Hmm? How many? Can anyone guess? Max, how many such leap years we would live in a lifetime?
25 rows.
Uh, and how many, this kind of adhikamas we will live in a lifetime? Hmm. Maybe let's say same, or whatever you say, maybe let's say 25, 26, isn't it already? So if we are saying, okay, Adhika Maas is such a great month where we can advance so much, but if we are not, yeah. So we may think that, oh, life is 100 years, but in that, if we say precious life is really when one is dedicating himself is only few years. Similarly, if we see that okay, a day has 24 hours, but the how much time are we dedicating for devotional life? We can see the less we do. And I mean, anyway, the point I wanted to say was okay, among 25 um, such Adhikamas, yeah, let's say, how many days are we reading or hearing Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita? Yeah, let's say every week I only have only 2 days dedicated for these things. Only Saturday, Sunday, not Monday to Friday because I have to work. So, out of a life of 100 years, yeah, in the end, when we are talking about, yeah, such a very nice, uh, powerful months that are there where one can make a heap of progress. But if one is not reading, not appreciating the importance of that, oh, such an opportunity is gone. Again, you wait for 3 years, 4 years, again, you wait for 3 years, 4 years. So, this is almost like the important life in our hand is slipping from our hands. Why? Because I mean, leap year or Adhikamas is just an example. We can appreciate that this human life is rare, and when we do not dedicate ourselves to leading such life, when we don't have the interest of leading such life, we don't even read, and vice versa. When we don't read, then we will not be inspired to lead such a life. So, what comes first? Is it reading first comes or leading first comes? Reading or leading? What is that? Hmm. Anyone?
I think reading, Prabhuji. When you
Hmm.
read, then you can only lead.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Because without knowledge, how can we lead a life? Because without aim, without understanding, um, what we do is just like wandering and like wanderers. What are they called? Gypsies. Yeah, one who doesn't has, or I think they're also called nomadians, right? So they don't know where they're going, they just keep going, and wherever they can they get some food, they get some shelter, and they think, oh, I'm surviving, I'm fine. After all, the goal of life is sleeping, eating, mating, defending. All these things are done. So nomadians, they keep going, they put a hut or whatever, they spend some time, if possible they do some shows or something, they kill animals, eat and live, and that's it. So no, I think we should understand, we should not waste our time in trying to know what is the purpose of life. The purpose of life is pretty clear. So when we read the right scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, they are full of such examples and full of such instructions. By reading, we can lead life properly. And by reading Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, the life that we lead is Bhagavata life. And Bhagavat life is the topmost. Why? It's not because uh, mm, we are part of Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, or we are part of um, a we are part of theistic way of living. So God is supreme. Or let's give him importance. If you see, in fact, in today's world, so-called theists, they don't appreciate varnashrama system, for example. They know, yes, God is there. Oh, yes, what we should do, we go to a church or a mosque, and or yeah, so much. There are books to read. Yeah, but where is varnashrama system? Because varnashrama system is the platform, is a launch pad, so to say, how to lead a Bhagavat life. There is Varnashrama dharma, and there is Bhagavat dharma. To know what is a Varnashrama Dharma, we need to read Bhagavad Gita because Krishna is saying, I have created Varnashrama system, Maya Dyakshena. Hmm. So, and then that way one can lead a dharmic life. And then the Lord is also saying in Bhagavad Gita that by that way you leading dharma. hmm, At the same time, there is also Bhagavad Dharma means Manmana Bhava Mad Bhakta, Madhya Jivam Namaskaro. One should worship me. That is Bhagavad Dharma. Sometimes what may happen is when we do not read, what we tend to lead can develop different kinds of flavors of living. And then people start calling them as art of living. Uh, this is an art of living, that is an art of living. Every uh, organizations have their own art of living. In one art of living, meat eating is okay. In one art of living, drinking is okay. In another art of living, gambling is okay. In another, so in that way, uh, and by that, of course, in every religion, there are certain days where people say, okay, you should fast or you should regulate your lifestyle so that you can minimize this overload and can practice God consciousness properly. What is the beauty of Bhagavad books that like Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita? They give the topmost understanding. And what is the proof? What is that? Sometimes we need proof, right? We are in this generation where we want to know everything soon, uh, like instant learning. Yeah, instant because we all have instant craving, instant uh, thirst. Yeah, just sometimes we see, oh, I want. Mind is so much that it gets caught up in that and dragged. So we want proofs. Without proof, first of all, we want to know what we will get. Second thing is, did we really get it? Isn't it? Can you imagine? The first proof we can already see is Bhagavad Gita did transform Arjuna's life, isn't it? No, he's already a devotee, but even in spite of that, yeah, when time came, when the time of test came, yeah, he was perplexed, and he had to take shelter of Krishna. He was, yeah, that is the first verse where Arjuna admitted, Karpanya dosha pahata svabhava, prachami tvam dharma sammuda cheta, yasyayatam nishchitam bruhi tanme, sishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. So Arjuna took shelter, accepted Krishna as spiritual master, as guru. Why he's saying Sishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Prapannam is to serve, to surrender, sorry. I surrender to you, and please accept me as your uh, disciple uh, and guide me. So, if you see in the chapter one, there is all, I mean, Arjuna, first of all, is perplexed, and Arjuna is thinking, what is any good going to happen? Uh, and in fact, he gives not only thinking, he even gives five reasons why not to fight. Uh, which means, yeah, but the greatness of Lord Krishna, who was just doing a duty of a charioteer, or uh, how can a Lord be a charioteer that only Lord can do? No one will just come down uh, uh, from one's own great position. But Krishna, out of great love for Arjuna, he was a charioteer. And then he instructed Arjuna after he was properly asked all these questions. Sometimes these questions were in spirit of knowing, sometimes in a spirit of asking, hey, why, if you are telling like this, why you didn't do it? Or so all these things. And then from chapter 2, we can see what Krishna is speaking is he's speaking about where a subject matters first to shake our understanding of what we think we are. In reality, 99% is we are in illusion. So our understanding of our own self is illusory. Yeah. So to think that this is body is our biggest illusion. So then Krishna is already saying, Dehi nosmin yata dehe kaumaram yavanam jara tata dehantara praptir dhiras tatra na muhyati. Mm, it is very important to solve a problem at the root. Krishna is speaking. He could have given a lot of reasons uh, why he has to engage himself in the war. Uh, mm, he says, Krishna, Arjuna, get on, give up all these impurities and Dhrida Nishchaya, engage in the warfare. At the same time, he's also answering right from uh, what is the cause of our confusion. Our confusion is Dehin Asmin Yata Dehe. This Deha, this body is undergoing transformations, and but the soul doesn't. The soul is only transmigrating from one body to the other, just like one wears a coat. What do you call it? Coat? Yeah, a suit or a coat, and he's just he's keep changing. Similarly, the soul. Oh, which means there is something inside this body, or in fact, it is that inside this body is me. Uh, so much jnana is needed to really walk along the true journey, walk along the right path. There are so many paths leading from a point where we are, but there is only one ultimate destination. Prabhupada gives in Prabhupada Lilamrut that, yeah, if one takes a ticket and sits in a train that goes to Mumbai, but if he wants to go to Calcutta, he won't reach. One may think, no, 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 all, yeah, come on, it is the same railway station, right? Same railway station. Oh, every railway station, there are trains. Yes, doesn't matter which train. Trains look same anyway, right? Blue and dark blue painted and the red painted engine. Unless there is a board, you can't even know. Yeah, you know, when the train comes onto the station, unless there are these boards, yellow boards, which are telling from where to where is this going, you don't have any chance to know. uh, it's not like anyway, so it's not easy. Not only that, every railway track looks same. Yeah, there are two metal uh, tracks, yeah, or what we call, yeah, rails. Yeah, rails. And yeah, all the rails look alike, isn't it? All the when you are in a train station, if you see there are so many like platforms, and from all these platforms there are these rails that come. They get into a junction where they come together and they depart together. Now, how complicated it is? Can we really know which line will go to which city? Especially when they come to a junction. This. Oh no, not junction. We call it as a railway crossing. Anyone seen? Have anyone got a chance walking by uh, a railway station platforms? After that, then you can see all this 11, 12 railway tracks will slowly start getting to five, to four, three, and then finally one line. Yeah, you're able to get what we are discussing. Hmm. Yes. No. Maybe AI should be smart enough that as we speak, then it creates or it selects those images and keeps showing while we are talking now. Now let's see what is the future. So that means one is speaking and the world is creating what he's speaking. Okay, coming back, the topic here is that one cannot just take any train, cannot go on any track to go to ultimate destination. Yeah, one may go to certain destination, but those destinations may not be ultimate destinations. Yeah, one may think, that's okay. What's no? Anyway, I didn't see Mumbai. Let me see Mumbai for a while and then come back. And again, maybe from Mumbai also there will be further. Uh, yeah, there is, come on, Mumbai to Calcutta. So there is always roadways, airways, what's or not. Everything is there. So, but yeah, from Mumbai again, if you're not taking the right path, you will go to somewhere else and somewhere else and somewhere else. We have been going somewhere else like that for many lifetimes. So that's why we need to have a thorough reading to have a successful leading of our life. And that's why Bhagavad life is glorious. Bhagavad life is very glorious. Why? Because it's teaching us how to lead to our destination successfully. What we need to do, that's why Srila Prabhupada says, what is that? Plain living and high thinking. Plain living and high thinking, this comes in the nectar of instructions or in the Ishopanishad, this plain living and high thinking. So when we say a journey, if it has to become successful, we have to have the right mindset. Just like if we want to have a vacation in the islands of Andaman, Nicobar, or whatsoever, then we need to have the right equipments or right things that we can go there, and we need to arrange a lot. When we are aspiring for the love of Godhead, we also need to equip ourselves. Uh, and what are those equipments are the qualities of a devotee. We need to develop such qualities of a devotee through which we after we reach that such a destination, it is not that it, oh, come on, it's finished, it's done. No, just like one may go on a vacation, he goes to his dream destination. Yeah, that's and then after going to the dream destination, he said, "Wow, I have success, I have attained success by reaching this place." No, actually, after going there, you will start engaging yourself in what plans you had, what kind of activities that you have. So just attaining love of Godhead is not enough. Uh, we have to um, appreciate it and then engage in suitable service that we can offer our love to the Lord. For that, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam are helping us to embrace such qualities. The other week we had this Vaishnava etiquette, huh? Devotees, true ornament. Bhagavad Gita is telling there are 21 qualities. Uh, so Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam are telling us what are the qualities that we may need to survive in the spiritual world. It's not just going to the spiritual world, the mercy of Guru is anyway there. With that mercy, we can anyway make it there. It's not a big problem. Going there, what are we doing? Are we just saying, oh, I'm just now in this higher position, and from this I will compare the material world and spiritual world? No, that is not. We don't have to analyze anymore. We don't want to become a kind of what do you call this? Uh, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. Mm. Once our identity is revealed, we engage ourselves in service, service unto the Supreme Lord. So, to lead a Bhagavad life is a process of purification. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, Cheto Darpanam Archanam Bhava Davagni Nirvapanam Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam Anandam Buddhi Vartanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. And then, of course, every verse of Shikshashtakam is giving us instruction. Nam Namakari Bahudan Sarva Shakti Tatrarpita Niyamita Smaranena Kala Etadrishi Tavakrupa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdeva Midrisam Iha Janinanuragaha. And the third one is telling the qualities. Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. And again, next quality. Nadhanam Najanam Nasundarim Kavitam Va Jagadisha Kamaye Mama Janmani Janmanishware Bhavatat Bhaktir Ahaitukit Vai. Nothing is waiting. Nothing waits for bhakti. Ahaitukit Vai. Apratihata. Hmm. Yayatma Suprasidati. Hmm. Krishna, Prabhupada refers this. Yeah? Um, so in this way, by repeatedly reading these instructions, then we can come to a state of becoming a pure devotee. And then we can follow in the footsteps of Srimati Radharani. Ashli Padaratam Pinastamam Adarshanan Marmahatam Karotva Yata Tatava Vidadatu Lampato Mad Prana Natastu Sa Evana Para. Srimati Radharani is saying this. Ashli Padaratam Pinastamam Adarshanan Marmahatam Karotva. So, yeah, Yata Tatava Vidadatu Lampato. Krishna, yeah, he may not be uh, attending only me, he may be attending everyone, of course, but still he is my master. Yada tada vidadatu lampata mat prana nathastu sa evana para. He is prananatha. So that is the topmost realization. Oh, sometimes we may think, oh, Lord is not attending me. That's why let me change my Lord. Because sometimes people say, no, I have tried uh, so many weeks of fasting every mm, Monday, Tuesday, or I don't know, or I've been serving the Lord for 15 years, 20 years. Come on, I've been chanting uh, like an expert. But why is uh, oh, Lord, yes, no, I think I need to find something else. No, Srimati Radharani is saying, hey, are you really worried about what you're getting? Or are you interested to give? Mat Prananatha. Prananatha means, Natha means master. However, the Lord may treat, he is still my master. No, we think, oh, he is not my master. Because he is not fulfilling my desire, which as if like we are masters and the Lord is our servant. So, so a Bhagavata life, yeah, we come back to our main theme is, yeah, to understand these instructions, to appreciate the value of them, to follow them, then we start developing the qualities of Bhagavata. Uh, Through reading of Bhagavata book, we become a Bhagavata. Bhagavata means Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, but Bhagavata also means one who is always absorbed in serving and engaging in service of the Lord. Like Dhruva Maharaj is a Bhagavata, Prahlad Maharaj is a Bhagavata, Ambarish Maharaj is a Bhagavata, Chanak Maharaj is a Bhagavata, Shukadev Goswami is a Bhagavata. Uh, why? Because they attained Krishna Prema. And yeah, we even reading Chitraketu Maharaj life. He is also a Bhagavat. Why? Because he has attained perfection. How is that possible? When one has a guiding spiritual master. Narad Muni mm, has been inspiring everyone how to lead a devotee life, how to give up non-devotional life. In the case of Prachina Barhi, in the case of Prachina Barhi, uh, who is he? Father of Prachetas. Mm. Narad Muni went and he told a very allegorical story about Puranjana. And then, just by knowing the life of so-called fake Puranjan, that fake Puranjan is present in every one of us. Prachinabar, he thought, oh, life is a dangerous place to live. And then he started leading a devotee life. He did tapasya, he did austerity, and he attained perfection. So these books are immensely powerful. We can't undermine, or we can't even estimate how great these books are. Forget about undermining. Uh, so that's why we should, when we read these books, then our life becomes Bhagavad life. Mm, the reason why I thought, okay, let's tune to this first um, before we start our Bhagavad Gita as it is uh, 2.0. Yeah, I think these days everything is what do you call part one, part two, or sequel. I don't know what all this. I think Bhagavad Gita can be 2.0, 3.0. I mean, in fact, His Holiness Swami Bhagavan Keshav Maharaj has his. I think it's called Gita 3.0. Maharaj is expert in how to engage people with nice. Mm, um, Not just titles. How to effectively help people remember these books. Yeah, he has scrutinizingly made Bhagavad Gita that every class of men can understand and can remember. Just like yeah, if someone is giving for an exam like CAT, GAT, I don't know what do you call CAT, GATE. Uh, Mats, GMATs, so many, all these, people, how they read is they scrutinizingly read, make a note of it, and how also find a way how to remember these things. And Maharaj books are, I mean, I find it like even within a short time, if we want to understand the essence, one can understand the essence. At the same time, Maharaj enables the books so that when one reads those books, they can retain that knowledge and can come to the point, okay, reflections, how to make some reflections. So, yeah, we will start, I think, next week onwards, our Gita systematic study of Vedic scriptures in that Bhagavad Gita 2.0. And this would definitely will be different to what we had read in the last 8 years of this same book. Mm, we will definitely try to look into some inspirations, maybe with small exercises. I mean, Sindhu, you are here. You remember how we had Ramayana, right? Those years after the week, we used to have some questions, and one gets chance to write what they uh,
Yes, Prabhuji.
heard and retain, and yeah, and then those were shared in back to the group, and that's how we increased our absorption. Yeah. Now, if you ask Hindu Mataji, she can answer questions because she has um, heard, she has participated in answering those questions and sharing those questions. Definitely, there are some way here and there. So, in that way, so I was also thinking maybe to deepen our understanding of Bhagavad Gita, uh, we could also do that. I'll see how I can do it because in the end, questions um, I have to prepare and share. It's not ready made that, oh, it's already there in a book. I can just pull it and share it. I'm thinking to have something like that for practical application. How do we do, or some kind of small things which can help us, that we don't just hear and go, but we actually hear and see what it means for us uh, by some. I mean, I'm not, if someone can help me, we could also conduct small quizzes for benefit of everyone, but I may not, as a one man, can do everything, but I'll try to keep it more engaging or more helpful for us. Mm. And yeah, this 1 week also can give us time, that if we know someone who might be interested, whom you think will be benefited. Of course, in general statement, we can say everyone will benefit, but we can't reach out to everyone in the world. But at least we may know some people. You have some experience what one can get, so you could start. Yeah, this is one way of, maybe we can say, preaching an opportunity to say, hey, there is a new course that's gonna come up. Why don't you join? Try yourself. You have so many friends, isn't it? We have so many friends. If you see your own, what do you call this, phone book, yeah, at least in my phone book, I have 5,000 plus or 10,000, I don't know. Maybe because of backing up the same contact, or the contact has changed his number, I don't know. But at least we are interacting on daily basis some with quite a good people. And yeah, if we take it, mm, because Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, right? We read in the last chapter, the best of all is the one who is preaching this, who is passing this on. Yeah, I'm just trying to open that. I think 1875. Anyone remember the shloka? Which one is that? 18, and then let me go to the last. I repeatedly. Okay, okay, 71. Yes, yeah, 69, 1869. Krishna is saying, Nacha tasman manusheshu kaschid me priya kritama bhavita nacha me tasmad anya priya taro bhuvi. Bhuvi means on in this world, bhuvana in this world. It says, there is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there be uh, one more dear. Who is that? Servant. Who is that kind of servant? He said, Ya idam paramam guhyam mad bhakteshva abhidasyati bhakti mai param kritva mam evaishyati asamshaya, without doubt. What? For one who explains this supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed, and at that end, he will become back. He will come back to me. So, in this regard, in the purport, Prabhupada is saying, generally it is advised that Bhagavad Gita be discussed among the devotees only. For those who are not devotees will understand neither Krishna nor Bhagavad Gita. Those who do not accept Krishna as he is and Bhagavad Gita as it is should not try to explain Bhagavad Gita whimsically and become offenders. Bhagavad Gita should be explained to persons who are ready to accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is a subject matter for the devotees only and not for philosophical speculators. Anyway, so anyone, however, who tries sincerely to present Bhagavad Gita as it is will advance in devotional activities and reach the pure devotional state of life. As a result of such pure devotion, he is sure to go back home, back to Godhead. This is for us to understand to whom should we invite. Or sometimes we may think, there is no one. If we turn, immediately we are hesitant. Should we call him? No, I think he may make fun of us. Should we call him? I think he's not interested. In that way, this reminds me the example of Yudhishthir Maharaj and Duryodhan. Yeah, can someone present it properly if they know it? When they were given the test. Hmm? What was the test? What did Vidura give? Hmm? No one remembers or knows this? Yeah, I thought this is a very good example. It is that um, um, Duryodhana is asked to to bring someone who is greater than him. No one knows this, or someone knows already. Yes, no, no, yes, 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 yes. I'm just checking. Hmm. Anyway, so then Duryodhan fails to come back, finding at least one person who is greater than him. And in the case of Yudhishthir Maharaj, his task was different. Yeah, one may ask the same question should be there. Um, yeah, it should be if you are assessing someone, the test should be same. Why is the question changing? Because for Duryodhan, it was obvious to fail because he cannot think someone greater than him. And for Yudhishthir Maharaj, obvious is he fails if he can't bring someone who is um, uh, not greater than him. Because he is finding in everyone, oh, he is this, oh, he's being doing that, but still he can do this, oh, he's greater than me. I have been given all the royal facilities, that's why I'm able to do, but this guy doesn't has, but still he's doing. So he's greater. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is appreciating the greatness in everyone. Similarly, when we are going and trying, yeah, when we think, okay, shall we call, shall we invite some or not, then we ourselves are judging, okay, he's not interested. Okay, we are rejecting him because he's not qualified, because he's not interested. We are rejecting because, oh, he knows everything. No, let's try. That's why in the purport Prabhupada is saying, of course, we don't, the criteria is this philosophical speculators and all. No? So in this way, the whole world is full of speculators. In that way, there is no candidate to call. Hmm. No, but there are inquisitive people and there are people who are distressed. Don't we find such people? Hmm? Don't we find people who are not gyanis, philosophers? Yeah, they intellectual people. Yeah, they may challenge us. Why are we doing all these things? But when we talk about who's this? Um there are these who are eager. Yeah, we want to solve the problem of life. Why are we like this? And all these things. There are people. It's only a matter that they are also struggling to look. Um, there are so many people who are trying to understand. There's so many people who are trying to understand what is all this about. If one is suffering, the purpose of suffering that they are facing is to come to this point that they question the system. Not that, oh, let me try this. I mean, Charvita Charvananam, they are trying to find that, they're trying this and all these things. Uh, they're running here and there like headless chickens. Hmm? So we could do our part. Not only that, we set our we fasten our seat belts in this Bhagavad learning. But yeah, we also see, okay, there are people who will definitely benefit, isn't it? Like how we benefited, I think. Who was asking yesterday? Was it Seema Mataji? She was asking, do you see any transformation after this Bhakti Vriksha is conducted? Yeah, definitely, I can see a lot. Yeah, lot of calmness, lot of maturity in the way we think, lot of eagerness to render service. There's so much qualities one develops. Again, to see that, we should also have that vision, which means when we develop good qualities, then we can see the good in others. When we develop the quality of discrimination of what is right, what is wrong, then we can be able to say what is right, what is wrong of in others. So all these things, for that we need a system, the support system, and that support system is what Krishna has established through Bhagavad Gita. Okay, let me see who is interested, excited to join. Hmm. Yeah, we are going to go through Gita 2.0 from next week.
Uh, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Shall we make one poster that so we can post in some groups? So recently I joined in some Indian group
Hmm.
in Baden, in this Bavaria region.
Okay.
So it will be nice that I can post that poster, Prabhuji. So we have
Okay.
a nice time. So yeah, 1 week. So I'll try to gather them.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else can also benefit by such a poster? Anyone else also needs such?
I think it would be nice, yeah, definitely. People aware that we are going to start something.
Mhm. Any questions from anyone?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So will it be the same flow like we had before, or will it be some different style?
Mhm. Any special reason for the question?
No, I was just asking like we had we read shloka and then explain, or
Mhm. What
some.
do you prefer? Should we do that style or?
Yes, it was good Prabhuji. I think
Mhm.
one by one,
Okay.
or if you have yes, other ideas.
No, no, I mean, as I said, so at least I have idea how to enhance our reading. So we could keep the structure what we have been doing as it is. Maybe add extra of how we want to reflect upon it. It's like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Add on. So we could just continue by reading the shlokas, translations, and maybe to speed up rather than we read the purports, maybe in reading session, yeah, individuals we could read the sloka and translation, and I summarize the purport like how we are doing right now, right, in the Bhakti Shastri.
Okay, Prabhuji.
But I'm open. I mean, we could try again. It's always we'll see what Lord inspires us here.
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji.
Hmm. Okay. Any other questions? Shruti Mataji, do you know some whom you can inform?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, I don't have anyone in the mind. I've already told people,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes they say, "Yeah, we want to attend," and they don't
Mm-hmm.
show up. But I will think about
Yeah.
someone and share.
Maybe you can say them we are starting from scratch.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
there's a Hindu forum in Luxembourg. I will share this message there because
Mm-hmm.
these kind of things are always posted,
Mm-hmm.
so we can see. I
Let
don't know
the,
them in person.
yeah, let the flyer come up and yeah, so then we have something for people to know what it is about. And,
Sure, Prabhuji.
mhm.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, same in the same way. If there are some forums where people are getting information, we just throw it there and see what comes back. Mm. We never know that, as I said, we never know whose time good fortune arises. Good time arise, yeah, because who may not be interested in these things. It's a matter of time that inspires them to take up. Yeah. One might be busy in his work, he's not interested, but yeah, okay, now he understands. Now I'm settled. Let me start reading, hearing. We never know. Just our goal is like a broadcasting, like a, this radio. What is it called? Mm, What is this? BBC is British Broadcasting Company, right? Huh? But anyway, there's this broadcasting where the radio is just sending out announcements, or broadcasting to everyone, casting to broader community. We just do that and see what comes up. Some very interested, they like to hear again, they want to see again. So we shouldn't be hesitant because, um, yeah, we should understand that this is our service. Krishna is saying engage in service. No, I cannot become a great Kirtaniya. No, I cannot become a great Mridanga player. I cannot become a great cook. I cannot become a great, um, what do you call this, priest in the temple. What I can do is, yes, how can I engage in Krishna's service the simple way? Yeah, whatever is coming, opportunity in this way to spread. Preaching is one of the most pleasing service to the Lord. In fact, we don't know. I mean, we don't know our real identity, but if we were serving the Lord in the spiritual world already, there is a good chance that we are sent here to preach His message. Not just, come on, I am very fallen. I myself am drowning in mode of passion and ignorance. I can't be that. No, but still, if we see our life, we can see there is a hidden purpose for Lord for us is that why we had to leave our own homes. Yeah, we have left our home, right, in India. No, I came to the Western world for, my own settlement, for education, for good jobs. But why are we now hearing Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam? So why? Because the Lord has a plan that may we engage in His preaching program all over the world, wherever we are. Thank you very much for joining. Sorry for starting a bit late. Yeah, let's begin next week. Our Gita. Yeah, the flyer I'll ask someone maybe. I don't know if Satish Prabhu has time, maybe he can make it up, or let's see who has some time. But maybe by end of the day or by Monday evening, if we have that, I think that should give us time to share around. Okay. पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। निताय गौर प्रेम। हरे कृष्ण। थैंक यू।
Hare Krishna.